The Mercedes AMG GT has been a phenomenal grand tourer since its first release in 2014. After making its motorsport debut 2 years later, everyone who cares about motorsport thrill took notice of this explosive racing beast. While it's true you cannot escape or bend the laws of physics, you can test their limits, and the 2024 Mercedes AMG GT is proof of that. We're talking about explosive strength and unstoppable acceleration. The Mercedes AMG GT is one of the few grand tourers that can hit 60 miles per hour from rest within 3 seconds, and at full speed you can clock almost 200 miles per hour. In my view, that's what we call electric speed. This motorsport delight breathes speed. The 2024 Mercedes AMG GT combines speed, power, and flamboyance. Its comfort is like none we've seen in recent years, except for the Porsche 911, arguably AMG GT's fiercest rival. I'll drop a video comparing the two later so you can decide between them. That aside, there is a lot to expect from this head-turning model. We've had the privilege of having a sneak preview of it and gathered information from reliable car reviewing sites, and that's what we'll share with you in this video. Without further ado, let's look at 6 things you must know about the new Mercedes AMG GT before its official release in 2024. Number 1. 2 exciting trim levels. The 2024 Mercedes AMG GT only comes in 2 trim levels. First is the AMG GT55, which has an incredible power output of 469 horsepower and a torque value of 516 pound-feet. The second trim level is AMG GT63 with an insurmountable power output of 577 horsepower and an equally insurmountable torque value of 590 pound-feet. Both versions run on a standard all-wheel drive system and a twin-turbo 4-litre V8 engine, which, as I'll share later, is the reason for its explosive power. While Mercedes AMG hasn't set the price yet for the 2024 AMG GT, Car and Driver, a top car reviewing site, estimates GT55 to cost about $142,350 and GT63 to average at least $189,050. So we're looking at a highly priced car, a rare gem that metaphorically costs an arm and a leg. Number 2. Slightly bigger elegant exterior. Dimension-wise, the 2024 Mercedes AMG GT is slightly bigger than its predecessors. For example, while its wheelbase remains 106.3 inches, its 186.1 inch length makes it about 7.1 inches longer and 78.1 inch width, and its 78.1 inch width makes it about 1.6 inches wider. Moreover, a 1.2 inch extra distance exists between the axles. The Grand Tourer's height is 53.3 inches. Everything makes it appear bigger, and that's probably the reason the high-speed car has extra room for 2 rear seats. So we are no longer talking about a 2-seat Grand Tourer, but one with a 4-seat capacity. Of course, the rear seat is optional since you can fold it down to increase the car's cargo storage room. Let's now talk about its exterior elegance. The 2024 is a flamboyant car, and you can tell that from how elegantly sculpted it is. The manufacturer, Mercedes AMG, employs an ultralight aluminum space frame structure with steel, carbon fiber, and magnesium elements to give it natural strength while adding to its overall magnificence. Its bulging haunches, plunging snout, and eye-catching digital LED headlamps and taillights give it an obvious flashy presence, while its flush door handles and 20-inch showy AMG alloy wheels are a head-turning emblem. Overall, the 2024 Mercedes AMG GT offers up to 11 exclusive color choices, which is impressive. I know you're enjoying this video. What about you give me a thumbs up by liking it, then subscribe and hit the notification bell for the latest epic videos. Let's continue. Number 3. Attractively high-tech interior. Mercedes AMG employs a Mercedes-Benz User Experience or MBUX interior on the 2024 Mercedes AMG GT, characterized by a premium voice control multimedia and infotainment system. Inside is an MBUX sound system, an 11.9-inch central multimedia touchscreen, and a 12.3-inch digital driver display. The multimedia touchscreen allows Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and wireless Bluetooth integration, which makes it easy to play music, answer calls, and read messages and find directions while driving. Even better, the Grand Tourer features sports seats with massage functions that promise a spa-like treat on board. If that's not high-tech, I don't know what it is. Even better, the sports seats have headrests for your improved comfort aboard. Unlike previous models, an optional collapsible rear seat allows you to fit 2 more people. If you don't want to, you can fold down the seats to create more cargo room, as I shared earlier. Speaking of the cargo room, you can fit up to 2 golf bags onto this car, which is a lot for a Grand Tourer. And of course, the collapsibility of the rear seats means you can have much more room. Another thing you'll notice about the interior is that the car features a classy AMG steering wheel with touch controls and exudes elegance. And more, an optional glass roof brings you closer to the outdoors, making the driving experience breathtaking and enjoyable. Number 4. An aerodynamic masterpiece. What's a Grand Tourer without speed? Well, as much as most of that depends on the engine, as we'll share later, it also has to do with the design, and that's an area where the Mercedes AMG GT surfaces. We are calling it an aerodynamic masterpiece for a reason, and much of that is the reason behind its explosive speed. For starters, Mercedes AMG employs the active air control air panel system, enhancing the car's overall aerodynamics. The system makes the Grand Tourer silkier and faster. This car also features a prominent rear diffuser, frontal air deflectors, turbo-like air vents, and a fixed rear wing, which generously gives it an aerodynamic advantage. The package makes it slicker, giving it an edge over its competitors in motorsport racing. Meanwhile, its retracting rear spoiler spontaneously changes its position depending on your driving circumstances. The rear spoiler is extended long enough to promote better balance when driving high speed. Another thing worth mentioning is venture effect, a Formula 1 borrowed effect that involves the car sucking itself into the road. It's like the car wants to swallow the road literally, and that's part of the reason it's faster. But still, we have to mention its incredible control, which is critical to its aerodynamic advantage. Mercedes AMG employs AMG Active Ride Control Suspension with active roll stabilization to give the sports car outstanding control on challenging surfaces. Coupled with the car's standard AMG Performance 4MATIC all-wheel drive, you can confidently take on other high-speed vehicles on the tracks with the 2024 Mercedes AMG GT. Number 5. Explosive power and speed. A lot makes the 2024 Mercedes AMG GT a motorsport thrill, some of which I've already mentioned. I, however, have to give it to the manufacturer for employing an unrivaled engine. As mentioned, this Grand Tourer comes in 2 trim levels, GT55 and GT63, running on a twin-turbo 4-liter V8 engine. The 2 trim levels also feature an AMG SpeedShift MCT 9-speed transmission, a key contributor to the car's explosive space. While their top speeds and acceleration slightly differ, they are both electric, and part of the reason is the engine. Let's face it, you expect speed and power from a V8, and that is what you get. On one hand, the 2024 AMG GT55 enjoys a maximum output of 400 horsepower and a torque value of 516 pound-feet. Speed-wise, this trim can hit a top speed of 183 miles per hour and accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour within 3.8 seconds. As impressive as the GT55 is, you should be more impressed by the AMG GT63. This trim level promises a horsepower of 577 HP and a torque output of 590 pound-feet, much more than the GT55 promises. Even better, the new GT63 can hit a top speed of 196 miles per hour and quickly accelerates from rest to 60 miles per hour within 3.1 seconds. That's according to MBUX. Moreover, the manufacturer features 6 AMG dynamic select driving modes or programs. One of the best is the Sport mode, which allows you to outspace most vehicles under fair driving conditions. And thanks to its ride control suspension, there is reduced body movements when driving. Number 6. Decent gas mileage. So far, there is nothing official about the 2024 Mercedes AMG GT's gas mileage. However, if we base our argument on the previous model, the Mercedes AMG GT averages 15 to 19 miles per gallon, according to JD Power. While that doesn't yell fuel economical, it is still decent, and frankly, you cannot expect a lot from a motorsport thriller like the Mercedes AMG GT. That's all we had for now. We expect the 2024 Mercedes AMG GT to hit the market in early 2024, and we don't expect anything but absolute best outlined by the 6 things we've shared about it. And judging from the previous editions, the Mercedes AMG GT rarely disappoints, and that's a big thumbs up to the manufacturer, the Mercedes AMG. Here is another video comparing the 2024 Mercedes AMG GT versus the 2024 Porsche 911 that you should enjoy watching. See you there.